Excel Chapter 4, pages 219 through 222, otherwise known as the last video for Chapter 4. All right, let's knock this out because we have done a ton of work. Learned a bunch. Let's finish this up. All right, page 219, creating a chart sheet. Read that little quick short couple of paragraphs, and then we're going to move on to create the chart sheet for the New Century Fund Report. Step number 1, go to the Fund History worksheet. Select the range A4 to B44. Mine is already selected from when I used it before, but if yours isn't, just select it, A4 to B44. This range contains the data you want to use in the chart. Step number 2, click the Insert tab on the ribbon. Step number 3, in the Charts group, click the Line button, and then click the 3D line chart type. Right there. The 3D line chart is embedded in the Fund History worksheet. You'll move this chart to a chart sheet. Step number 4, in the Location group, click the only button available. Click Move Chart. The Move Chart dialog box opens. Step number 5, click the New Sheet option button right there. Then type Cover Sheet. Stop and proofread and make sure that you have, first of all, the radio button selected for New Sheet and that you typed in Cover Sheet correctly. Click OK. A chart sheet named Cover Sheet that contains the 3D line chart is inserted in the workbook. Turn to page 220. Step number 7, drag the Cover Sheet tab to the right of the Documentation Sheet tab. Okay, it didn't say drag it to the right, it said drag it to the right of the Documentation Sheet tab. So we're going to go down to Cover Sheet with a white arrow mouse head. Hold down our left mouse button. Do you see what happens? Pull to the left one time and let go. And that moves your cover sheet over so it is just to the right of the documentation sheet. All right, page 220 down at the bottom to format the chart in the chart sheet. Number 1, in the Chart Styles group on the Chart Tools Design tab, click the More button, and then click Style number 40, the last style in the 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Style 40. Click it. Click the Chart Tools Layout tab on the ribbon. Step 3, in the Labels group, click the Legend button and then click None to turn off the legend. Step 4, in the Axes group, click the Axes button, point to the primary horizontal axis and then click None. This removes the horizontal axis. Step number 5, again in the Axes group, on the Axes button, let's go to Primary Vertical Axis and turn it off by clicking None. One more time in the Axes group on the Axes button, point to Depth Axis and then click None to remove the Depth axis. Top of page 221, step number 7. In the background group, click the 3D rotation button. The Format Chart Area dialog box opens, displaying the 3D rotation options. Step number 8. In the rotation section, change the X value to 60. Change the Y value to 20. And then change the perspective value to 80. These settings rotate the chart. So we have X 60, Y 20, there is no Z, perspective 80. In the chart scale section, change the depth value to 1000. This setting exaggerates the 3D effect, making the chart appear thicker. Step number 10. Click Fill on the left side of the dialog box. Then click the Gradient Fill option. The background color of the chart area is set to a gradient fill. Step number 11. Click the Preset Colors button and then click Daybreak, the 4th color, in the first row. Alright, so we have a gradient fill, and then right here it says Preset Colors. Hit that down pointing arrow, and I'll tell you right now, all of these are pretty fun to play with if you have a chance. But we're looking for Daybreak. 1, 2, 3, 4, there it is. Click on it. Step number 12. Click the Direction button and then click Linear Down, the second direction in the first row. In the lower right-hand corner, click the Close button to return to the chart sheet. Take a look at figure 4-44 and compare your chart to the one depicted in the textbook. To overlay and format the chart title, step number 1. In the Labels group, click the Chart Title button and then click Centered Overlay Title. The chart title is overlaid above the chart. The chart expands to fill the extra space in the chart area. Step number 2. Type the New Century Fund and then press the Enter key. The new title is entered. Turn to page 222. Step number 3. Click the Home tab on the ribbon and change your font size to 36. And your font color to white. Click outside of the chart to deselect it. The cover sheet is now complete. Compare yours to figure 4-45. Click Save, and you just completed Excel Chapter 4.